Nia Jax isn't ready for Asuka.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Queen of the Ring. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, no! This is not a makeup channel. This is a wrestling channel. Just marking out with the rest of you guys. Every Friday, I release videos talking about the week in wrestling. The number one thing that I am super stoked about this week is the card announcement for the annual Honor Rising. Now, if you're just getting started in the world of New Japan and Ring of Honor, Honor Rising is a two-night event where wrestlers from New Japan and Ring of Honor basically collide. They gave us a lot of matches to look forward to, but of course the number one match that the whole wrestling community is buzzing over is what's happening at night 2. Cody Rhodes is teaming up with Marty Scurll, and they're having a match against Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega. So the Golden Lovers are reunited. Let's talk about the fact that this was announced the day before Valentine's Day, which, come on, that's so cute. Also, with this announcement, New Japan Wrestling World released a video of Kota Ibushi, just stretching, getting ready to train. The reporters are there. They're asking him a bunch of questions, and of course, one of those questions is, why did you run out and help Kenny Omega? And of course, he's about to answer this question, but there's a knock on the door. So Kota Ibushi gets out of the ring and he's just like, you know what, hold on one second, I gotta go answer the door. We don't see who's at the door. And he goes, you're late. And the person who knocked the door, we hear him say, late, with a very familiar laugh. And who walks through that door? Highly suggest you watch that video because that's gonna get you mega excited for the match. There's other matches that are happening on that card that I'm super pumped about as well. Dalton Castle's wrestling, Kushida is wrestling, Jay Lethal, and also Flip Gordon is making his New Japan Wrestling debut. So congratulations to Flip Gordon. That's super awesome, dude. I can't wait to watch this. Honor Rising February 23rd and 24th. I can't wait. And we've got the Elimination Chamber that weekend too. Bitch! Now let's move on to Monday Night Raw, because Monday Night Raw wasn't bad, but it wasn't great to me. So Monday Night Raw, John Cena opened up the show. And honestly, I wasn't expecting him to open up the show. I was totally expecting John Cena to just go away until the Elimination Chamber. John Cena's doing this promo and he sort of like Easter egged that promo with an Undertaker reference. Are they going to go with John Cena versus The Undertaker at this year's WrestleMania? From a hardcore Undertaker fan, I don't want to see that match, but we'll see what happens. Then The Miz came out. Dude, honestly, The Miz, he gets better every week, dude. The Miz said John Cena was the founding father of Suplex City. I was like, damn! So then they decided to have a match with each other, and the match was good, but it just went on too long, honestly. But it was like, dude, of course John Cena's gonna win. Like duh. Whatever. Then Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson had a match with the Revival. It was a good match. I think that the Revival should have a match with Sheamus and Cesaro at the Elimination Chamber. And I think Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson should lay low, because I would really like to see them come out during the Elimination Chamber and help Finn Balor win. So that's how I would book it, but what do you guys think? Then Kurt Angle came out and announced that at the Elimination Chamber, Ronda Rousey was finally signing her WWE contract. That's so stupid. Me, I would have had Ronda Rousey sign her WWE contract at that Monday Night Raw after the Royal Rumble. I think it does take away from the Elimination Chamber as a whole. After Kurt Angle announced this, Seth Rollins came out and he was like, yo, I'm not in the Elimination Chamber. Put me in the second chance qualifying match. Kurt Angle's like, I don't know, let's take a vote. And I'm not gonna decide. I think the WWE Universe should decide. But we'll get to that match in a second. Moving on, Sasha Banks and Bayley had one of the best matches that they have had in a very long time. So then after the match, Bayley won. Bayley and Sasha are standing in the middle of the ring, and it looks like they're about to shake hands, and then Nia Jax comes out of nowhere, which is like, what the f? And she had that weird interview. It was stupid. But the one thing out of the whole show on Monday Night Raw that I gave a about was that Elias and Braun Strowman segment. That was some good TV, man. Elias reminds me of Jeff Jarrett and Chris Jericho. Honestly, if you guys are gonna watch one important thing on Monday Night Raw, it's that segment. Top 3, one of the best things that happened this week. And then we had the Fatal 5-Way match at the end. It was Apollo Crews, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, stupid, Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy fighting for a chance to be in the Elimination Chamber. It was a really good match. Bray Wyatt took that double pin at the end. The way that match ended made me more excited to tune in on Monday Night Raw next week, but then they just announced instead of 6 men in the chamber, we're gonna have 7. This is what's gonna happen now. Okay. So let's move on to Smackdown. And Smackdown was... So we opened up with the Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin match. And at first I was like, really? But it was cool to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn attack Baron Corbin. And then when they came out, really cool to see Kevin Owens go through the ramp, but Sami Zayn go around in the audience. Backstage, we had Shane McMahon go up to Daniel Bryan. It's pretty tense at this point. And then Shane McMahon sets up 2 matches that night, which is Kevin Owens versus Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn versus Dolph Ziggler. And if Dolph or Baron Corbin win their matches, they go on to Fastlane, and the triple threat match is actually going to change into a Fatal 5-Way match. During the Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin match, there were a bunch of Rusev Day chants. Rusev was not on the show at all. In fact, Rusev wasn't even on the top 10 list. But you know who was? Ty Dillinger. What? Bro, that should have been Rusev. Then next up we had Charlotte Flair have a match with Sarah Logan. Again, felt like a filler. This is absolutely the worst title run that Charlotte Flair has had in the WWE. But that's alright, because the New Day had a really good segment. I absolutely love the New Day. And also, did you notice in the beginning that Big E was turning Super Saiyan? Dolph Ziggler's backstage interview was really weird. He was saying, "No one does what I do." Okay, Shawn Michaels. Then the final match of the night was Dolph Ziggler versus Sami Zayn. I really wish that Dolph Ziggler would have just changed his gimmick, come out at the Royal Rumble. He should have called out AJ Styles. They should have had a really good feud together leading up to Fastlane and then just kind of flourishing out before WrestleMania. But those are my thoughts. I would love to hear what you guys think. And then to close out the week, we had NXT. Overall, it was a pretty good show. Pete Dunne versus Roderick Strong. That was a slow match, but it was really good. And then Aleister Black came out. That man knows how to pull off a suit. Damn! So Aleister Black came out and pretty much he wants to go after the NXT title, and then Killian Dane comes out. And Killian Dane basically says, no, you're gonna have to get through me to get to the title because I want to get to the title. And then the final match of the night at NXT was Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. Whatever. That was another good match. Ember Moon flew through the ropes. He hit Shayna, landed on the announce table. Shayna Baszler was kind of ODing. She was really hurting Ember Moon's already injured shoulder. Then Kairi Sane came out and she saved Ember Moon. I definitely was not expecting her to come out. Overall, it was a pretty good show. That's all I have for this week in wrestling. What are you more excited for? Elimination Chamber or Honor Rising? If you guys liked SmackDown, Raw, or NXT, please let me know in the comments below and be like, hey, I totally watched the video. If you guys want to stay connected with me all week when it comes to wrestling, you could definitely follow me on Instagram @_Queen of the Ring. Also, I made a Twitter this week, so you could definitely follow me there. It's @Queen of the Ring. There is no underscore because somebody else had that name. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, whatever, give me a thumbs down. I don't give a shit. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. My name is Alex. I am your self-proclaimed Queen of the Ring. I will definitely see you guys next Friday. Faux show. Bye!